I wouldn't call it wasted. We half an hour to be wasted or invested. Hari Hari. We could go on, right? All night long. One day you have to do this. When you're out of these bodies, bodies have some limitations. The soul is no limitations. Soul is never tired of chanting and dancing. So we Gaur Bhakta Vrindas are expected to join. Srila Prabhupada also used to say, to join the dancing party of Radha and Krishna. That's one dancing party. There's also another dancing party of Gauranga. They're both in Vrindavan. You have two kinds of singing and dancing. Are you getting ready? Hari Hari. So, we were talking. But Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had, not just talked, but written. What happened when first time Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Vrindavan, visited Jagannath Puri? What did he do? He spent 2 months. He had just now taken sannyas for the benefit of the whole world, uplift the world. Really. So, the first person who derived the mercy or the magnanimity of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya. Ki. He was a big fish. It's a big personality, very big personality, big name. And he received, so he had been receiving mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So we were in the middle, and we were talking how 7 days of recitation of what? Was that Bhagavad Katha? And it was Vedant Katha. Vedant. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya delivered talk or discourse. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not impressed. Hari Hari. And then, anyway, I don't like that. We keep spending time again. But it's not chewing the chewed. It's just relishing. There's a difference. What Prahlad Maharaj said, that's a different thing. So more you chew, more you hear. I will hear it over again and again. More you relish also. Not only you relish, but you assimilate. Assimilation, you understand? We do not want to just accumulate what we hear. You just accumulate, it's stored. We want to assimilate, make that part of our system, part of our consciousness, part of our thought process. So that is done by the hearing and again overhearing, hearing again. Anyway. And after hearing, doing mananam also, manan, contemplation. We contemplate, we reflect upon what we had heard, and that's how then it becomes our property. Then that becomes us or our consciousness. Or that would revolutionize the consciousness. Revolution in what? Consciousness. Or change of heart. So there's no harm. In fact, it is necessary, essential to hear again what we had heard before. There's a reminder. And then we assimilate that. And then we become transformed. So we don't want just information. We gather information. What we wish to have is transformation, right? Yes? No? Transformation. Not just gathered information stored. No. That should work on us. So then, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did the review of the whole discourse, 7 days Vedanta discourse. And he corrected and gave the right meaning, right understanding. He was causing, lots of confusion as Mayavadis do. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. So this part is very important. We should study this. Even kind of as a dialogue or conversation between Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One presents the Vedanta Sutra, commentary, Mayavadi commentary, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu refutes those comments and establishes the siddhant, the right, the truth. Namaste Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine. So that is what Srila Prabhupada did, right? Namaste, we offer him obeisances. unto Srila Prabhupada. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine. What did he do? What did he do? Gauravani Prachar. So this Gauravani here, we are reading also this part. Madhyalila chapter 6, and there's lots of Gauravani here, which is like a Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. This Gauravani is Gaur Bhagavan. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan. So these are the teachings of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. This is Gauravani. And so Prabhupada propagated Gauravani Pracharine, and then the outcome was Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. People of the West. He was asked to preach in the West, right? In English language. He had to preach in English language in the Western world. So he's doing, and he's propagating Gauravani, and the outcome, the benefit is the people, folks, the humanity at large of the Western world, which is afflicted by this Nirvisheshvad, Mayavad, impersonalism, and then voidism, Buddhism. Paschatya Deshatarine. They were well, protected, they were saved, they were liberated. Haribol. That refers to you, some of you. Well, I mean, Mayavad is not Western limited. Mayavad is all-pervading. Mayavad is everywhere. Of course, those people in the West, we are not Hindus. This Mayavad concept is a Hindu business. Oh, we are not Hindus. We have nothing to do with Mayavad. They may say so, but they are Pakka Mayavadis. Muslims and Christians and Hari. If really anybody knows personality of Godhead, those are the Vaishnavas. Only Vaishnavas know Vishnu and Vishnu Tattva. And the Gaudiya Vaishnavas even know more about the personality of Godhead. They're the best personalists. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Gauranga. And then Gaur Bhaktas. Gauranga's Bhaktas are. Anyway, like this, if I go on philosophizing, then forget the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But I'm just pointing out that it is not, what I'm trying to say, don't sleep. Haribo. That not only Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya was liberated by Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Who else you think is getting liberated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or his philosophy or his Gauravani? Huh? You. Good. Anyone else? Only few, and others? I mean, you have come to Mayapur, you're in Mayapur. Has that happened without the liberation? So many bonds have been chopped off, and as a result you are here. Do you accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Do you accept He is a person? You accept He has a name, form, qualities, pastimes, associates, abode. Finished. You are liberated. You are there. You are right there. So we are reading about the liberation of the Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and we forget. Maybe, me too. Of course, whatever is remaining, there may be some residue or some bonds or some traits, maybe, or it is very much there, but we are on the way. We are on the way back to home. We are going back to home, back to Godhead. Our captain is Srila Prabhupada. We are going back to Godhead. Devotees sing in the West like this. Twine, 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 twine. They have the bass guitar and then they sing more and they say, we are going back to home. Join us, come, join us, we are going back to home. So, Hari Hari. So then, Swami Bhattacharya Haila Parama Vismit Mukhe na Nisare Nisa, and he's just amazed. Parama Vismit, he's amazed. Okay, then there's another thing. Atmarama paryanta kare Ishvara bhajan aiche achintya bhagavanera gunagan. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu opened, well, can't say another topic, is this Bhagavatam. And the Atmaram verse, Atmaram asya monayo niragrantha pi urukrame. You know that one? Kurvanti ayhataki bhakti ittham bhuta guno harihi. It's a very famous verse. Atmaram. So, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited this verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, this Atmaram verse. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is interested in hearing the purport or commentary on this verse. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you first. You go first. You say, you speak first. And then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya spoke. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu commented like, any comments or questions? Yes, I have. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I have comment. What was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's comment? He said, Kintu tumi artha kaile panditya pratibhai. Well, your presentation, what you said about this Atmaram verse, this is certainly very scholarly. However, iha vahi slokera ache aro abhipray, but there is yet another abhipray, purport, deeper meaning, an understanding of this verse. And then Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept speaking and speaking and speaking. And he explained this verse in 18 different ways. He commented upon this verse. Of course, we know later on, while talking to Sanatan Goswami in Banaras, Varanasi, there's got to be 64 ways or approaches or comments on this verse. There are only 18. Ashtadasha artha kaila abhipraya layya Bhagavan tara shakti tara gunagan achintya prabhavatinera na jaya kathan. Like that. And when we read verse like this, you could give a talk for 1 hour easily. Each verse, as we do. Bhagavatam, we take one verse and we talk for an hour. Sometimes Chaitanya Charitamrita and we. So I'm reading this verse, but then Hari Hari. Yeah, these verses are with a deep meaning. So to unpack the meaning could take time, but we have no time. Sanakadi Sukadevataha de Praman. So Sukadeva Goswami is example, and the 4 Kumaras are example. Because that verse is Itham Bhuta Gunam Gunai Harihi. The Lord's qualities are like that. Atmaramasya Munaya. The Munis are self-satisfied, as Sukadeva Goswami in the womb of his mother, he was self-satisfied, not interested in nothing else, and he was just there, self-satisfied. But then how come he came out of there? The reply is, Itham Bhuta Guno Harihi. This is because of the qualities. The Lord is like that. His qualities are like that. He's attractive like that. He's Shadaishwarya Purna like that. He's full of opulences. Yakarshati, so Krishna. One who is all attractive. That is Krishna. So no wonder why Sukadeva Goswami, who is Atmaramasya Munaya, because of Itham Bhuta Guno Harihi, because of Hari's gunas, guna gana, he says. Yeah, and also the Sanakadi. Sanakadi means Sanak, Sanatan, and Sananda. 4 of them, 4 Kumaras. They were also Atmaram. But then as they were entering the Vaikuntha through the gate and in there, the climate, the atmosphere there, and which was also fragrant with the fragrance of tulsi leaves, and a fragrant with the incense and other such substances offered to the Lord. And the Lord's form is so fragrant. Lord's form is fragrant. Not like your form, my form. Our bodies are so smelly. So so dirty, obnoxious. Yes? Am I offending anybody here? And that's why I keep throwing powder and this and that. And Lord's form is so fragrant. So fragrant. So as these four Kumaras, they inhaled that air, transcendental air, surcharge, the fragrance. That was it. They were out of their Atmaram. They were the Shanta Bhaktas. They were Shanta Bhaktas. Om Shanti. Mayavadi is like this. Shanti, the Shanta Bhaktas. But when they inhaled, then they became great Vaishnavas. And this is because of Itham Bhuta Guno Harihi. That says, Sanakadi Sukadeva Tahate Praman. They are the glaring example. So as Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya heard these 18 ways, Ashtadasha Artha Kaila, 18 meanings, 18 explanations of this Atmaram verse. Suni Bhattacharya Mane Haila Chamatkar. Again, he was amazed to hear. Prabhu ke Krishna jani kare apana adhikar. So this is it. At this point he realized. What is his realization? This sannyasi is personality of Godhead. Gauranga. Because the earlier question was raised, this Sri Krishna Chaitanya sannyasi is a Mahabhagavat, for sure, but he's not God. Gopinath Acharya that was his understanding, that he is the God. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya did not accept initially, but now he has gone through a lot and heard and seen and all that. He had Anga Sangha of Gauranga, Anga Sangha. It's kind of maybe touching the lotus feet or and different things were happening, as we have seen. Serving also. Serving, taking care of all that party, all those guests, especially Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then on the top of that, he heard Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speak, and then he himself became speechless. That was about a Vedanta Sutra, and now he speaks about, he heard about the Atmaram verse, and that was it. Tahate Sakshat Krishna Mui na janiya Mahaparada Kaino Garvita Haya. Now he's admitting or submitting. He says, "Oh, I did not realize that he is Sakshat Krishna. Muina Janiya, I did not realize. Mahaparada, and I did so many offenses. I was very offensive, ignorant and offensive in my dealings with him or my understanding of him. Atmaninda kari laila prabhura sharan kripa kari bare tabe prabhura hailaman." So he was now condemning himself. Dhikar, I'm condemned. He's condemning himself. And is Laila Prabhura Sharan. He is now surrendering unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then, what is the response of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? There's a transformation in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or in the mind. He is thinking, oh, now he deserves my mercy. Now he has become eligible, free from offenses or offensive mentality, and all the misgivings and misunderstandings have been eradicated. Now he's deserving candidate, deserving the realization of who I am. And now Mahaprabhu, he reveals himself. Chaturbhuja Rupa Prabhu Haila Takhan. Immediately Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed him four-handed form. Why not? Haribo. You liked? You're happy also? When some Vaishnava receives benediction, blessings, then other Vaishnavas become very happy, and they express their happiness, joy by saying, Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. If you're happy, you could say Haribo. There's no force. But Vaishnavas naturally do this. Pache Shama Bamsi Mukha Swakiya Swaru. And later on, he also showed darshan. He is no more Gauranga. He is not a Sham. He is not Gaur Sundar. He has become Sham Sundar, and he's holding his Bamsi. Vamsi vibhushita karan navanirad abha. His abha, his complexion is like navanirada. Nava, that is new. Nira is what? Water. And the is the giver. Such is a Sanskrit language. So, Navanirad. So, meaning the who gives water? Clouds give water. So, Nirada means water. Also could be Jalad, means water. Jal is what? Water. Jalada, water giver. Same, cloud. And Nava, new. Prabhupada calls that fresh monsoon clouds. Krishna's complexion is like a fresh monsoon cloud. Navanirad abhat. So that is how he was looking like. Tribhanga lalitam varhapidam karnayo karnikaram bibhradvasa kanaka kapisham vaijayanti chamalam. And he's wearing garland. And the name of that garland is Vaijayanti Mala. And there's a whole description. Which mala, which garland could be called Vaijayanti. So that's darshan, that kind of darshan. He has received, and he has composed on the spot, fatafat, 100 verses glorifying Gauranga. Suslok, or they are known as Shatak, Sarvabhauma Shatak. Shatak means 100 verses compiled by Sarvabhauma Bhattacarya. And now you know when they were composed, in which context. They are also known as Suslok. Shuni Shukhe Prabhu Tare Kaila Alingon Bhattacharya Prema Veshe Haila Achetan. So this is like a grand finale. This is seal the deal. This is sealing the deal. So when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is taking darshan, Chaturbhuj and then Dvibhuj, Bamsidhar, Shyam Sundar Krishna, he has composed 100 verses, which Mahaprabhu also has heard. And Mahaprabhu is pleased, completely satisfied with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And Mahaprabhu steps forward and gives him deep embrace. And that made Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he lost his consciousness, external consciousness. He has become achetan. He was trying to hold him, Mahaprabhu was trying to hold him, but he's kind of slipped down and he's on the ground now, rolling on the ground. Ashru stamba pulaka sveda kampa nache gaya kande pade prabhu pada dhari. Maybe thought, I don't deserve this embrace by the Lord. I should be at his feet. So he has fallen at the feet and grabbing the feet of Gauranga, and he's trembling and shedding tears and perspiration. All the symptoms are very much there. And Dekhi Gopinatha Acharya Harshitaman. Gopinath Acharya, he is in ecstasy, he is very happy. He wanted this to happen. To Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, this kind of transformation. He was waiting. And when he saw the final product, He is very, very happy. And now Gopinath Acharya. Gopinathe. Now Bhattacharya Nritya Dekhi Hase Prabhu Ragan. Gopinath Acharya Kahe Ma Prabhu Ragan. That's the next one. So now Bhattacharya is getting up, and for first time in his life, he is dancing. Haribo. And everyone else is watching. Gopinath Acharya is watching. And it's so pleasing to see Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, one time impersonalist, and logician and whatnot, the dry philosopher. Now he's dancing in ecstasy. Haribo. Okay. What we wanted to complete. What to speak of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing parikrama in Vrindavan, forget it. We can't even finish our yesterday's topic. I thought we would quickly run through and catch up with Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, catch him up on the parikrama of Brajamandal. What should we do? There's some more nice things. Okay, let's try to finish at least this much. Then, one day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Jagannath Puri attending Mangalarti, must be Mangalarti attendance. And at the end of that Jagannath Darshan and Arati attendance, Pujari gave him some mala, flowers, garland, and also Mahaprasad. And Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quickly ran out of the front gate and ran to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's residence. He wanted to give this prasad and garland of Jagannath to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And as he arrived in the courtyard of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house, and he was hearing Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was just now getting up. He did not attend Mangalarti that day. He was just now getting up. And while getting up, he was saying, Krishna, 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 hey. Very spontaneously he was. As soon as he get up, Mahaprabhu noted that is Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is singing. Normally he would sing Om Shanti Om Namo Narayanaya, this, that. Excuse me. But he was found chanting Krishna's names. As Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya noticed Mahaprabhu's presence, he comes out and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave garland and prasad of Jagannath to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And immediately, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he had not taken his bath, not brushed his teeth. No, he immediately started taking prasad. And Mahaprabhu was pleased. Paramahams. He has become Paramahams. He doesn't have to follow now some basic rules. Taking bath. He didn't say, no, eating, no. I had to chant Gayatri, I had to do this Sandhya Vandana, no. Nothing of the sort. As soon as he was offered prasad, immediately, the spontaneous attraction. Not that he was hungry and then that's why he ate. His soul was hungry. Or his understanding was changed. That this prasad is not different from Jagannath. This prasad is Krishna. Ekadina Shanti Pure Prabhu Advai Tera Ghare. There's a whole prayer by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I think. In Shantipur, Mahaprabhu was there in Advaitacharya's house. And then, as he was relishing sak, some leafy vegetables, Mahaprabhu, as soon as he ate something and he was, he called all the day, hey, come here. He called everybody. He said, this sak, this has been eaten by the Lord. This is a remnant of the Lord. And his saliva must have mixed with the sak. That is very so tasty, so sweet. So only Vaishnava are Swalpa Punya, those who are not very pious, not accumulation of any punya or pious deeds. What happens to them? Visvaso naiva jayat. Visvasaha na eva jayate. They do not have faith. In which items? There are 3-4 items mentioned. Mahaprasade, meaning in Mahaprasad. Mahaprasade, they have no Visvaso naiva jayate. Mahaprasad Govinde Visvaso naiva jayate. They don't have Visvas, the faith in Govinda. Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani, meaning what? Nama Brahmani is one word or one item. In Nam or Nam Brahma. Nam is Brahma. Nam is Para Brahma. They don't have faith in Nam. Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani. Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave. They don't have faith in Vaishnavas. They may be thinking Vaishnave Jati Buddhi. Vaishnavas belong to some caste, creed. No. So those who do not have faith in these different, including Mahaprasad, and they don't have enough faith because punyavadam, swalpa punya, they are not accumulated enough piety, or the pious credits are not there, so they are no. So, but today he has full faith in prasadam. And so there's a proof that he has been liberated now. You like prasad? I knew. Your love for prasad. Why not? When Narad Muni, he says in Bhagavatam, how I came to Krishna consciousness, he says, by taking Krishna prasad. Because he did other things also. He was associating with Bhakti Vedantas and hearing some Bhagavad Katha, and honoring Prasadam. He was a son of a maid servant. He became Narad Muni just by honoring Prasadam. And then it was another day, I had to go faster now. That Jagdanand and Damodar, the 5 personalities, 5 men party had come from Shantipur to Jagannath Puri. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityanand Prabhu, Mukunda Datta and Damodar Pandit and Jagdanand Pandit, 5 of them. So 2 of those 5, Jagdanand and Damodar. So one day Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he managed to get lots of nice Jagannath Prasad from Jagannath temple and gave that to Jagdanand Pandit and Damodar Pandit, and also gave them to carry 2 slokas which he had written on a palm leaf. And I said, please deliver this to Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, no problem. So they went. And that time, Mukunda Datta was serving Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these 2 Prabhus gave this prasad, and the palm leaf, the 2 mantras, 2 slokas were written on the palm leaf. They were also given. So Mukunda Datta, he read what was written on the palm leaf. And what did he do next? I'm not going to take much of your time, so stay awake, and then you could sleep. Yes, okay? Really. So Mukunda Datta, he wrote those 2 slokas on the wall, which had come from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And there was a reason why he wrote them on the wall. Then he went inside, gave prasad to Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, and also gave the 2 verses for him to read. This is from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked at it. He immediately tore them into the pieces and threw that in dustbin. The glories of Gauranga were chanted. He was glorified like anything, to the heart's content. Sarvabhauma's Bhattacharya's heart's content. He had compiled those verses in glory. Glorious Gauranga. But Mahaprabhu, when he looked at it, he thought, no one should read this. But it was too late. Right? It was all over by the time Mahaprabhu had thrown that. Devotees were coming and reading and reciting and remembering, and word of mouth, the talk of the town. Everyone got to know what Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had written. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. You know that verse? So that is what was written on the palm leaf. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. Sikshartham ekaha Purushaha Puranaha. That's Sikshartham, in order to teach the whole world, teach what? The Vairagya Vidya, Nija Bhakti Yoga. The Jnana and Vairagya, you could say simply. Jnana and Vairagya, knowledge or bhakti and renunciation. Sikshartham, in order to teach, one Purushaha, Ekaha Purushaha, has appeared. Sikshartham Eka Purushaha Purana. Purana means old. Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So that Govinda has appeared. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari, and his name is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya has written all this. Now he is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari. He has assumed the form of Chaitanya. Kripambudhi, and he is Kripa Ambudhi. What is Kripa? Mercy, kindness, magnanimity. He is so charitable. How much charitable? Ambudhi, like an ocean-like. When he gives something, he doesn't just give few drops. He gives ocean full, or is full of mercy. Kripam buddhi ya tam aham prapadde. And to such Gauranga I take shelter, I surrender unto. So those prayers were like that, glorifying. And Idui Sloka Bhakta Kantha Manihar. And so they became, all the devotees knew these prayers. They have learned these prayers. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sachi Sutta Gunadham, Yei Dhyan, Yei Jap, Yei Laya Nam. So this is Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Yeah, it says Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sachi Sutta Gunadham. This is the thoughts or his utterance, his Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, he is Sachi Sut. Right? Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sachi Sut, you understand, right? Sachi Sut, he is son of Sachi Mata, and he is Gunadham. Guna is qualities, Dham is abode. He is abode, a reservoir of qualities. This is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. And so Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, this is Ei Dhyan. So he is meditating like this. Ei Jap, Ei Layanam. And then he is chanting Gauranga's names, meditating. So he has become fully Gauranga conscious. Hari Hari Bol. And then finally, we have, is it okay if I take a few more minutes? Yeah, I did not manage my time. And you are being penalized. Yeah, so there's a verse in Bhagavatam, the prayers of Brahma, 10th canto, 14th chapter, which is full of prayers of Brahma. The verse number 8 is also a very famous verse. Tattenukampa susamikshamano. You heard this? Which ends as Jiveta yo mukti pade sadaya bhak. So there's word mukti pade. So when he heard this verse, that by this time, mukti shabda kahite mane haya ghrina tras. I hate this mukti business. I hate it. He developed so much hatred for even this word mukti. Mayavad is like mukti. The goal is mukti, or merging with Brahman and becoming one with Brahman. That's all in all for them. But now, as he has been gifted by Gauranga Mahaprabhu, all the love for the Lord and all devotional service for the Lord and all that. That he doesn't like even word this mukti anymore. So as he hears this word mukti pade in one of those prayers of Brahma, he starts, no, bhakti pade. No, mukti pade, bhakti pade. Don't say mukti, bhakti pade. So he has become fanatic. Excuse me. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is appreciating his intentions when he says, no, mukti pade, say bhakti pade. Gauranga Mahaprabhu has corrected, no, mukti pade is okay. In this verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained, mukti pad, this refers to the pad, the lotus feet of Lord. That's right. So this mukti pade has nothing to do with the mukti that impersonalists think about or make the goal of attaining mukti. No, this is lotus feet of the Lord. This refers to the lotus feet of the Lord. So then Sarvabhauma is kind of pacified. So like this, Bhattacarya Vaishnavata dekhi sarvajan Prabhu ke janilo sakshat Brajendra Nandan. So the Vaishnavata is whole thing as a Vaishnava. He is thinking like a Vaishnava, he is talking like a Vaishnava, dealing with others as a Vaishnava, or honoring prasadam as a Vaishnava, everything. So this is Vaishnavata. He has become full of Vaishnavism, Gaudiya Vaishnavata. So by seeing that Vaishnavata, this changed man, totally transformed, and Prabhu ke janilo, now his realization is, now he has become God realized. By now he has become God realized. He knows who God is, Krishna, and Krishna is God. And that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sakshat Brajendra Nandan. Nandanandana Jai. What? Sachi Sutta Hoila Sai Brajendra Nandan Jai, one who is Brajendra Nandan in Vrindavan. Sachi Sutta Hoila say, he becomes Sachi Sut in Mayapur. So this Sachi Sut that is there now in front of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he says, he is Brajendra Nandan, Sakshat Brajendra Nandan. And then gradually, because yad yad acharati shreshtas, tad tad, itaraha janaha. As I said in the beginning, he's a big fish. This Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is a big name. It's a big name. Big Pandit and is a priest. The king consults him. Yeah. So when he is a changed person now, so everyone else in Jagannath Puri, their second thought, and they are also changing. They're also following in the footsteps of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Personalities like Kashi Mishra Adi Jatan Nila Chalavasi Sharana Laila Sabe Prabhupade Asi. So they are lined up now, standing in a queue. Me too, me too, me too, me too. Kashi Mishra is another like that. It says Kashi Mishra Adi is others. Kashi Mishra and others also are coming and surrendering unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we will just end saying what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has said at the end of this chapter, chapter 6 of Madhya Leela. And he says, Iha Jai Shraddha Kari Karaye Shravan Jnana Karma Pasha Haite Hoya Vimochan. Those who hear, and you have been hearing the pastimes of Gauranga, him liberating Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So all those hearers, Hai Vimochan, they will also become liberated. You didn't like this? Then it says, Vimochan, liberation from what? Jnana? What happened? Is it prasad or something else? Just see attraction for prasad. This is a perfection. And there's one more statement. Shraddhaya Chaitanya Leela Shune Jai Jan Achire Milaye Tare Chaitanya Chara. Those who hear Chaitanya Leela with faith, achire, they will not take much time, or soon they will reach Chaitanya Charan, the lotus feet of Gauranga. Gaur Premanande. Thank you very much.